This is a very quick video on a very budget QD scope mount. This is a Monstrum tactical QD mount I purchased a couple months ago. And I did get a comment from one of the viewers that this mount has problems. This is the first video I'm testing on the first rifle for now. This is the Palmetto State KS47 7.62 by 39. Just the basic information on what mags it takes. This is not a 5.56 gun. It has aluminum rail. And so far, I have not had any problems with the scope mount. It is not perfect. It doesn't have locking mechanism, so it does not lock, unlike some of the better QD mounts. Well, on the other hand, it is extremely inexpensive. And I'm using it for a very inexpensive, literally $50 4.5x prism scope from the company that I don't think actually sells them. They might go as Ohant right now. Used to be Waltis when I bought this. But again, about the mount, seems to be working out so far. I have not seen an issue mounting. I do need to test it for recoil, and I am going to test it by hitting it on the table. Even though that was not the intended purpose. As you can see, it locks. It is stable, at least from this perspective. It probably is more stable than the scope that this thing resides on. I did have to adjust the bolts on the back to make it fit. It was too narrow in the beginning. I used a large flat screwdriver, couldn't find anything that would work on the inside otherwise. I could not find any specific alternative options. So that might be an issue for some. As you can see, I did try. So let me zoom in. Here is the scope mount on the back. Here it is on the top with the zoom. And here are the locking levers. They are a little tight. They're not high quality. They feel like they move around. So this is definitely not a high quality mount. But for the less expensive optics, such as this, in my mind it seems to be fine. However, I do need to test it on different types of rails. This is a basic aluminum rail. I do have guns and models with the separate type of a rail, not aluminum or different type of aluminum. So we'll see how that works out, and I will be reporting that in a separate video. So far so good. I did not have any issues yet, and it doesn't seem to be breaking the rail either. It does leave slightly scratched. We'll see. I have other scope mounts, but most of them are not QD, which of course I like QD mounts like most of us. We'll see. I'm going to do a comparison on the scope mounts, the budget scope mounts, since this is a practical weapons channel, not the rich people weapons channel. I'm not by any means wealthy. But we'll see what happens. I need to take it to the range, see how well this thing survives. I can test it up to 308. I don't have anything higher caliber at this time. We'll see. Hopefully that answers at least the initial part of the question. I will let you know what happens on other rails.